service just like that started. Science editor Steve Newman reports on one person already...
How's it going, guys? My name is Darren, and in today's video, I just want to talk a little bit about, on one hand, the funny build of Rogue one-shots. In patch 7.25, because of the legendaries and the gear, if you're somewhat well geared of a rogue, and maybe if you have proper legendaries or carry specific items, you can literally just one-shot people, even tanks, as Swifty was able to prove in World PvP. Now, this video is on one hand, I guess it laughs a little bit about how ridiculous World PvP has gotten, and just how the state of like World PvP is in WoW. Because we know for Legion, thing like Duels basically die with Legion. I remember watching your favorite YouTubers or favorite clips of your favorite players compete against one another in exotic locations in Duels. Yeah, I thought about it, and we'll never have that back. Because right now, if you have specific legendaries, or if you have specific class, or specific abilities are scaling really weird out in World PvP in order to match everybody for a PvE level, in World PvP, it basically becomes PvE. There's no factors of PvP, and I wish Blizzard would do something about it. When you go into BGs, you have stat templates that nerf you or buff you depending on how you do in PvP. And there's so many things you can do. Like, for example, this is the reason why I'm showing you this clip right here. The enemy team is in the middle, they have 2 healers, they have a restoration druid, they have a paladin in the back. What can a rogue do to dismantle the situation and disable the whole horde team from being able to do anything and effectively lose the middle? Blind the pally, stun the healer for rest of shaman, keep stun locking him, carry over that second shadow dance charge onto a sap on a pally. You just locked out the whole enemy team. And by the time, because I can't kill these guys fast enough, if you look back in the middle, you'll see that the only person that's in the middle is the shaman and pally are flying off is a demon hunter. Now I don't want to shoot my own horn and say, oh my god, I'm great, but that was skillful stuff. And those are the stuff that gets me all excited to be able to go into this whole CC, pa. You're playing your class, you're doing something cool, like maybe a warlock just fearing the world and a mass chaos bolting everybody. Or a warrior runs in and fears the healer, fears everybody, goes in a full blade storm, just mashes through the enemy, gets him in a fucking lawnmower of death out there. Having a shaman go mass, just lava burst, line enemies up in an area, stun them, knock them off the cliff, like that stuff gets me all super excited. And it just makes me feel like, man, this is why I'm a fan, you know what I mean? And it just, in its current state, at least even with World PvP, the BG PvP is fine. I think Arena PvP is fine. For the most part, they're doing pretty good class balancing. I wish they did a lot more of changes with honor towns, but that's really about all I can say about instance PvP. But what's fun is the World PvP. We used to have so many duels that we could just go places, exotic or not exotic, and really test our skill. And now it's really coming down to, oh, what legendaries do you have? Oh, do you have concordance? Oh, what trinkets do you got? When all these things are disabled within standard PvP. And that just feels really weird. Right now, if you want to actually duel somebody with a full dueling experience and really make it fair, you would have to queue yourself with another person into an arena skirmish. And you would have to have your partners leave, so there would need to be communication. Maybe if they did something like this just for duels. Maybe if they allowed something like that, because that could be its own content. Duels. You queue in for random duels, a lot like little skirmish. And they make their own areas. They literally select random ass areas from the game that already exist. Maybe like snowy mountains near the temples where the monks train. You know, maybe even somewhere deep in Valshara. Instead of like underwater, you're on the beach and it's you and another class on the beach dueling it out. Maybe it'll do scenarios like its own instance outside of Orgrimmar kind of thing. You know, I feel like that would be kind of cool. Because then you could still bring in the whole PvP aspects of the game and have it feel like it's a World PvP thing without having to completely mess up the experience in general. Because I feel like the experience is kind of fucked, you know? And I've just been thinking about it for a bit. And it'd be kind of cool if they were to bring it back. Right now it just feels so out of whack and so weird. It feels just inflated. The numbers are super inflated and it just doesn't feel quite as fun, quite as authentic. It's its own beast and it just feels messy compared to feeling fun, compared to feeling organized, compared to feeling like an actual test of skill, chess match, who got what abilities, who's weaving what out. And that's just how I feel about World PvP as of recent. I don't know, just felt like making a video on this. I'll see you guys in the next one.